Here, are you Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Michael B. Jordan, Timothy Chalamet, Emma Stone? Okay, so now that we've established that you're not an A-list Hollywood Oscar-winning actor, why do you think you're going to be able to read your content from a script so convincingly? I have worked with thousands of content creators, and it is incredibly rare that I will ever come across somebody who is good at reading their content from a script, especially word for word. It's a hard thing to do. It is a skill. With a script, you have all these nice words in a really lovely order, but unless you're trained or experienced with reading from script, you're going to sacrifice the energy and emotion of your content, which is arguably the most important part. In my experience, it is way more effective to say something that maybe sounds a little bit dumber but has a lot of conviction than to say something that comes across as really smart but sounds totally robotic. So what do you do if you are somebody that heavily relies on a script? Because I know a lot of people do. The main thing I would suggest is swapping a script for structure. There are loads of different structures that exist, evergreen writing structures that have existed for a really long time because they work. And there are different ones that you can use depending on what kind of content you're creating. There are storytelling arcs. For advice videos, there are structures like hook, value, action, takeaway. I teach a lot of these different structures in the Content Club, which is my course and community for content creators. But you can also try gradually weaning yourself off a script. If you're somebody that does script word for word, try removing some words, leave some blanks, have incomplete sentences. Maybe start your sentence and then leave it blank and see where it goes. Then eventually maybe move towards bullet points and then move towards a structure. This is probably going to be hard if you're used to relying on a script as your comfort blanket, but in the end, it's going to serve you better. Because being a good content creator is not about saying all the right things in all the right order. It's about being a good and effective, authentic communicator. And you will never build a personal brand by relying on somebody else's words.